Hello and welcome to my channel. Welcome back if you've been here before. This pick a card reading is a general reading, so it should fit any situation you find yourself in. As always, we have our three piles here with group 1 on the left through to group 3 on the right. The timestamps will be in the description box below along with the cards that I'm using. If you'd like a private reading with me, you can book that in the description box also. That being said, I will leave you with your selection and I hope you enjoy your reading. Hey group 1, welcome to your reading. If you have chosen the beautiful Shiva Lingam, then this will be your reading. So the word Shiva in ancient Sanskrit means the sign. So some of you may feel like you're being very guided right now through signs of change, or just being guided, really. I feel like that's the biggest thing. I think you're very much being guided right now. This is a stone of fertility, stability, expanding consciousness. It's a beautiful stone. Often represents the balance of masculine and feminine energy, as the Shiva Lingam usually sits in the yoni, representing the feminine, and is anointed in rituals. But group 1, let's jump into your read with some of the energies I can see here. We've got Leo quite strongly, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Virgo, Scorpio, Libra. So those are the main energies I see here. So that could be yourself or someone you're dealing with. But let's jump into the past energy. We're also going to do the pendulum for you at the end as well. And I'll make mention, if you haven't noticed, over on my Facebook page, Tarot with Amber, there is a pinned post to win a free reading. And I'll do the giveaway. We'll do a live on YouTube to do the name picker and have a little chat with everyone, and that'll be nice. So if you haven't entered already, just comment on that post and you'll be in it to win it. All right, group 1. So the past energy, we have the 4 of Swords coming out first, and that was on the bottom of the deck when I first picked up the deck as well. I always like to take notice of that, and to have it come out straight away, it's a very prominent sign here that it's been a time of withdrawal for you. I really feel that it's been a time for you to just take a little step back from some of the things that have been going on around you at the moment. Just take a moment for yourself, to recalibrate your energy. We have the 3 of Swords here as well. Quite often with the 4 of Swords, the image is somebody laying down with 3 swords above them. So really, I think chaos has been on the mind, or things that have sent your world into a bit of chaos. Whether that's chaos you've caused or chaos through circumstances out of your control, I dare say there's lots of thoughts around that. We have the Page of Swords, the 10 of Swords, and then the 8 of Cups. Lots of mental energy here. For some of you, you may have been going through or processing a very painful ending or breakup here, with the 10 of Swords being here, the Page of Swords. You may be still feeling very connected to that ending or to that situation or to that person or that place. Lots of thoughts around that lately. So for some of you, you may have been speaking with this person, or potentially not speaking with them and going through old messages, or like really thinking it through. We've got Mercury retrograde at the moment, so don't be too hard on yourself if you are processing a lot of past stuff that maybe at the time you'd suppressed and now it's coming up, or it's just, there's stuff going on here for you. And with the Page of Swords here, you may be very curious about why things ended the way they did, or why you made that choice, or why they made that choice, or what they're doing, what they're thinking, what they're feeling, or all these questions spiraling around your mind, I think, here. And I think you're just wanting to put an end to that. And so I see you doing that with the 10 of Swords and the 8 of Cups. It's like, see you walk away from that ending. This person is looking back. You are looking back on the situation right before you walk out the door into a new beginning. There's a door here, and it's unknown what's on the other side of this. But you look back onto this, maybe the chaos you've left behind, or whatever this is for you, this painful situation. It's definitely given you a lot more awareness, especially as you've been through the processing of things, more understanding of yourself, or maybe the other person or situations. These dynamics, it's definitely expanded your awareness. I think there's still a lot of unanswered questions, maybe for them or even for yourself. We're going to do the pendulum. If you have a little pendulum question, keep that in mind. We will do that at the end today. I really feel like you do have a question for that one, so will be doing that. But yeah, Eight of Cups is your attempt to really leave it in the past. And then as we see a current energy, we have the Eight of Wands. So the Eight of Wands is about travel, it's about movement forward, it's about exchanging information. We have strength here as well. So I do feel like some hard conversations could be on the cards for some of you. If not hard conversations, like, I feel like for some of you there's a desire to have conversations that you should not have, or you're not going to have. You're going to hold back on that. Like yeah, I do feel like you're having to overcome a desire to reach out or speak with someone with the Eight of Swords and then strength that right there. And then the King of Cups and the Ten of Wands is after that. So we can see here in the King of Cups, there's quite a stormy atmosphere around his throne. And then the Ten of Wands is about heavy burdens and holding on to things and you know, taking on a bit more than you can handle or need to handle. So this week you might be really having conversations about what you're doing for yourself, and what you're doing that's not, I feel like you're doing yourself an injustice in some area here. There's something that you're needing to just stop for a minute and listen to what you need, and not what someone else wants from you or needs from you. I feel like there's some energy around you that causes a lot of emotional instability, and being plugged into that is really difficult. Conversations around this, some healthy boundaries, I think are really important and needed here. Whether that's boundaries with yourself, that's where it starts, but then boundaries with another may be important for you as well. I feel like there's a lot of love that you have here to give. I do feel that there's a lot of love here, but at this time there's just maybe too much chaos around you or something that sort of, it's like feels like things need to be calmer or in a bit of a better place before you can find, I don't know, like before that love can manifest in a way that you'd like it to, I guess. I'm not sure what I'm trying to say with that, but there's definitely like, there's pent up feelings here, there's suppressed feelings. The Shiva Lingam is about sexuality. Some of it you could be dealing with like suppressed sexuality or things around that area, your intimate relationships, or yeah, there could be something going on in that area for you. At the end of the week, we have got Temperance, the Two of Pentacles, and the Three of Wands. So this, it's like I heard just now, biding your time. So maybe you're biding your time for things to be a little smoother, or things to change, or to come into the new year. Maybe you're seeing things like you're closing out right now, so it's not really time to bring in the new completely. You may feel that way. But it is on the way here. When you're just, this week I think it's about finding a bit of more balance and a bit more peace, and just waiting to see what happens while you navigate some stormy energies here. There's room for more, there's something about creativity feeling heavy as well. Like maybe your creative flow isn't quite there at the moment, and if that's the case, let it be. For others of you, you could be having a bit of a flood of creative expression because of these emotions. So it's hard to see which one you are, but there's definitely thoughts around your art or your creations. Two of Pentacles, you're juggling the old and the new, you're juggling more than one scenario, but you're maintaining a posture of peace here. I can see that. Like, so maybe on the surface, you're managing to stay very peaceful and calm to, you know, keep control of the situation, but there's a bit of like a, you know, in this person here, as they're waiting to see what's to come next, because they know change is coming. They know something different is going to arrive. There's going to be a change of some kind, but it's like, when is that going to happen? And you're probably still feeling like you're surrounded by there's parts of the present that are just, you're not wanting to surrender to, is what I kind of feel from this card, even though it's not so much about that. It's just the feeling I'm getting. Like, you may feel like you're stuck in your present situation, and not all of that is a bad thing. There's blessings, there's beauty around you, but there's definitely an instance or a situation or relationship where you do feel burdened or stressed, or like you are Hangman, right? Underneath that is the Six of Pentacles. Are you obliged to be generous and constantly giving to someone or a situation that's not actually good for you, or it's too much? You may feel very bound up by that. In the area of challenge, we have the Seven of Swords and the Devil here. So This can be many things, of course, but this is things to do with obsession, addiction, codependence, things that are not healthy for you. And that's the biggest challenge right now, is potentially somebody who is hiding their addictions, or somebody who is trying to get away from something that's got its claws in, you know. This could be so many different, like, as in, this could be you, it could be someone you're dealing with, and it could be, as we know, a general reading about many different things. But there is something here that I think you would like to just get away from here. Probably gotten the split. Yeah, you really would like a fresh beginning, away from this energy, away from this. So what's it going to take to get that? Well, when I look at what will help with the challenge, we have the Seven of Pentacles, the Five of Swords, and the Seven of Cups. You've invested too much energy into something that's not necessary or needed, is what I'm getting here. Something that's not good for you, and it's not good for the other person. I feel like there's a bit of an enabling energy here, whether it's you or someone else. Some enabling is going on, and it's not beneficial for anyone. And there's a need for honesty around this. There's a need for, and that's probably what the Four of Swords has been doing, you know, sitting, contemplating, thinking about like the dynamics in your life. We have got the 7th house here with Libra and balance. So this is about long-term relationships. This is about fairness. This is about equality. There's a lot to be thinking about when it comes to situations that you've over-invested in. And it's kind of got you either pouring from an empty cup or feeling directionless or lost in a sense. There is, yeah, there's definitely, areas to think about when it comes to overinvestment, or because there's some things you need to give to, but not that much, or to, like, there could be a dynamic created here that's just, yeah, it's not beneficial for some way, and then there needs to be an overhaul in that area, and there will be. So what you don't see coming, we have the Nine of Swords, Page of Pentacles, Queen of Wands, and the Tower here. Some of you may be having dreams about a situation or a person from the past or even present. There's definitely dreams and messages here with the Tower and the Nine of Swords on either side. It's like there's this, we see a mystical woman here. It's the typical healer woman, very much a leader in her energy. And so for some of you, is this about you stepping into a path that is you taking your own leadership, your own power back, having a beginning that works for you? Is this a past relationship? Is this a person that you feel is like they've empowered themselves away from you or the situation? Is this, this is what you don't see coming as well. So there's definitely some sort of, you know, ending or upheaval in a situation relating to, and this could be very much relationship, because I've got a King of Cups, a masculine very much in their emotions, and I've got a feminine very much in their power, or even in their sexuality or their creativity. And so there's what you don't see coming, or maybe you do even, because the Nine of Swords kind of feels like, with all the cards we've already seen, you do expect this, that there's maybe a little overthinking around this situation or person. You know, maybe there's an opportunity you want with this person and it's just not coming to pass. It's actually ending, and you know, it's not coming together, which makes sense. We have got that, you know, walking away from an ending here, and you've even got from one deck, two cards came out, and the first one was the Moth and Eucalyptus with an ending, and then the Hare and the Oak with a new opportunity. So one door closes, another door opens. That is definitely the case here, but right now you're probably dealing with processing or dealing with the ending at the moment. But then a new opportunity is on the horizon. So, you know, it's just the natural chaos and reordering of life. For some of you, I do feel like there's an immense amount of pressure around grabbing your own independence. Sunflower is standing out here. I feel like sunflower is last week's message for group 1 as well. Sunflowers are important for some reason here. I'm seeing the potion bottles here, and you've actually got the card potion also. Invigoration and empowerment. Yeah, this is like this what you don't see coming, I think, is small little steps that help empower you. small steps that help bring you back to yourself. And these can be tiny little gestures. Let's read the potion card actually. Let's go in, because I think that's what it's all about here. And especially within Queen of Wands, empowerment. Like maybe you're choosing, as much as it scares the living whatever's out of you, you are deciding here, I think, to take your power back, and that means causing a tower moment. That's a potential here for some of you. That's like, you know what? It's time. The potion card tells you that a small infusion of intention, even just a drop, can invigorate you to get back on track if you're feeling out of control. Any act done with intention can stimulate forward momentum. Choosing to empower yourself with a small gesture of concentrated magic can refresh you enough to galvanize your motivation. This may be as simple as casting a basic spell or meditating in nature. Not every action needs to be huge, and not every change is immediate and sweeping. Don't discount the magic that a tiny gesture or moment can create. Just a small drop will do. The reflection of this card is what energizes you on a daily basis. And I see the Page of Pentacles as new opportunities and new hobbies and excitement and doing new things. A change up is required, definitely. Maybe even plans for travel. That would be good for some of you, to make a little, like a road trip, a day trip or something, like making a plan to go up into the mountains or enjoy some time in nature. I think it would be really beneficial for you. In the area of, in the outcome, we have 3 major arcanas with Death, Judgment, and the Hermit. So this is big stuff here for you. Like the things that are maybe coming to the surface or boiling right now, it's important. It's so that you can move through this ending and change. And you know what it is. The owl is here, illuminated by the light. This is bringing light to the unconscious, and that's what you're doing right now with the Hermit as well. There's a lot of deep introspection and processing that needs the time and space. It needs a little bit of an adventure in nature to let these things drop in, to stop overwhelming and overthinking about the things that you can't control, to just be guided and directed. There is soul searching here. There's an awakening, there's an expansion of awareness, and there's more balance coming in for you. And you're making that happen. You're guided to make that happen. I think coming off the full moon might have been quite intense. I'm seeing a lot of full moons in the background in some of these images here. So you can see that a massive cycle has ended for you. So we're going to go to the Oracle and then the Pendulum, starting with the Wizard of the Woods with focus. I really feel like mountains or woods. Some of you really are needing that, really needing to go into nature. Please follow the calling. I'll just read the last bit here. The Spirit of the Wizard of the Woods says, put your attention on what is worthwhile, loving and beautiful. That's what will manifest in your life. What you focus on is what you create. This is the time to choose just one thing and focus on, rather than a slew of things, and watch the miracles abound. Yeah. You must be very, this is standing out to me. Your wish is my command. However, you must be very clear and focused on what you truly desire. And yeah, I'm just feeling like not letting something in that you don't desire, you know, like having good boundaries and love for yourself around this. While I think you're a very compassionate being, you're needing that for you right now, you know, and it's through that you're actually lovingly giving someone else the opportunity to stand on their own 2 feet, or to show themselves that they can be there for them too, you know. Like I feel like there's a lot of, like, somebody may be getting taken advantage of here, or there's just a lot of pressure on that's not necessary. So the moth and the eucalyptus with an ending, and the hare and the oak with new possibilities. I don't know if we need to go too deep into that. I think it speaks for itself, and especially the moth, it is about the going through the shadows. It really is. And then the hare is another symbol of fertility. So there's definitely fertility on the horizon. It doesn't have to mean making babies. It can be about your own birthing. There's something new within yourself, or something you're creating. It can be a metaphorical birth. The fertility is about the opportunities that are coming in for you to create something beautiful. And Libra with balance, 7th house energy, so long-term relationships are on the mind and very much in present at this time. We saw potions here, which is cool because you also have create an altar from the self-care deck. So this is definitely a time to, if you already have an altar, to clear it out and get ready for a new cycle. If you don't have one, then it might be a very anchoring, grounding practice to create one and show up at that altar. create a sacred space to help manifest your intentions. You also have start a new hobby. There's something you enjoy doing, then do it. I think it'll be very empowering for you to just do something just for you, you know, not for anyone else. Expand your network, link yourself with a network of people who can help inspire you. The people we surround ourselves in, truly, have massive impact on what we're becoming. And then some self-care prompts, something to do with your quality free time is to do some baking. So close to Christmas, maybe it's gingerbreads. I know that's what we're doing this week. I'm so excited. I look forward to it every year, just gingerbread. And travel is on the cards for you as well, which I saw before. I feel like it's maybe not something immediate, but it's something to plan for, maybe in the new year or something. You may, even if it's way off on the horizon, you think, oh gosh, I can't possibly do that, then plan for it much further down the track and work towards it. Build a bit of a travel vision board or something like that. Would be really cool to anchor your intentions and work towards it. You've got that, create an altar, and that altar can really be anything. And represent anything that is meaningful to you, that helps you stay on track. Maybe a vision board for the new year would be helpful too, like whatever it is you're feeling called to do to support yourself. That's what's needed. So group 1, let's go into the pendulum. Okay. So can I see a yes for group 1? Very wobbly. It's giving me an opposite. It's normally a no. And it doesn't feel like it wants to move. I'm like, are you feeling stagnant? What's going on? A yes, please. Can I see a yes for group 1? What is a yes going to look like? It just wants to wobble. There we go. Very slight. Something's resistant to move. Okay then. We can have compassion for that. And it's wobbly as. I think there's something to that being wobbly. And then a no. What is our no going to look like? Very good. It's also quite, yeah, interesting. Then it smooths out. Oh, it's definitely trying to tell me something. So the answer for that group 1 are holding in their heart right now. What is the answer for their question? It's very much an unclear maybe sort of answer. You're not going to get a, oh, was it? No. Just keep going. Just focus on putting one foot in front of the other. Don't worry too much about the question that you have in your mind or the outcome of a situation or whatever that is. You can only do so much, very much dependent on your actions. For some of you that are going round and round and round in a situation, that cycle needs to be broken. And that's what it's going to be. Unfortunately, it's not a straight answer for that one, and that's okay. We'll just take it as it is. Group 2 and 3 have a question if you want to rephrase it and check that out. But if you do want to do that, I recommend sitting with your question, coming back to the image selection of 1, 2 or 3, and then if one stands out to you, then go to that and maybe fast forward the end, get your answer. If nothing stands out, then leave it, you know, or go to an old video that you know has a pendulum, and I don't know. There's creative ways to get your answer. Or yeah, I feel like I feel like that was your answer in the way it was talking anyway. So that's what it is, group 1. Okay, so I'm going to leave you there. Hopefully this gave you some sort of comfort, clarity or guidance. Private readings are booked for the year, but I'll open up in the new year. And if I do open some extra spots, I will make an announcement. But it's highly unlikely at this stage because of school holidays, you know, and it's nice to take a little bit of a break. Other than the YouTube readings anyway. They will continue to come out every Monday. So I will see you all next week. Thanks, group 1. Hey, group 2. Welcome to your reading. If you have chosen the Rainbow Aura, then this will be your reading. So beautiful. So rainbow aura, of course, is one to activate all of the energy centers of the body. It's also a good stone supporting with dysfunctional relationships and finding healing and balance. It's a beautiful, beautiful stone for many different things, giving energy and zest for life back, if that's what you're needing, maybe feeling a little drained in the recent past. And I can see that here with a 9 of Wands in your first card. But some of the energies in your reading, first of all, we have Pisces and Leo, Scorpio, Taurus, Libra, Cancer, all here. So those might be someone you're dealing with or your own energies. We could probably say the Libra, Gemini, Aquarius here as well, with the King and Queen of Swords together. But let's jump into the past energy to start your reading with the 9 of Wands, the High Priestess, and Strength. So the 9 of Wands is the wounded warrior. It is somebody who is quite weary of a situation or the journey they're in, feeling a little beaten down. And this is the past energy. So in the past, you may have been feeling pretty exhausted. Maybe feeling like there's constant battles at all angles. Once you're done dealing with this one, there's another one over here, that type of feeling. It could be related to that type of feeling. It can also be a situation where she has a bandage on her head, so maybe there's harsh criticism, self-criticism. Maybe you're feeling like the words of another have really gotten to you, or they could be your own harsh criticism towards yourself. There's definitely struggle here in the 9 of Wands. We have the High Priestess and Strength. So I do feel for some of you as well, there's a situation that's feeling a little exhausting and you're wanting the insight, where, right, you may have sought out a reading around this and it's helping you build that strength back up. For some of you, you may have been looking for the answers and to try and soothe this stress, but it hasn't quite come yet. It'll be different for everyone. Maybe you're also just learning that you're not going to get the answers to certain things and you just need to surrender to the process and go through it, whatever it is. So there's a lot going on here, and much of it you can't know about, right? Much of it is a mystery. Much of it has to be that way. And I think you know that too. And that can be very exhausting or scary at times when we don't quite know how to get out of a situation or how it's going to turn out. You are spiritually guided. That is very clear. There's a lot of success in your energy. I think you've already created a lot of success in your life. And there is more to come in what it is you're working towards. However, right now there seems to be something going on in the recent past here that has caused you, I'm just trying to get a little extra on this 9 of Wands about what this could be about. We have the Empress on the bottom of the deck, so we're looking at abundance in your situation. There is abundance around you, that's for sure. Anything extra on this 9 of Wands? 10 of Swords is an ending, having to leave behind a situation here. Something ended. And we have the Ace of Cups, needing fresh love for yourself right now, needing some self-love. So has a new situation in love ended, something that was very quick and over with? Maybe it's something that came and left very fast for some of you. For others of you, it's just a situation that perhaps was enduring and you've since had to recover from that. And this could be something long distant past, but the Mercury retrograde has got you in your feelings about these things. Memories may be coming up. You may be processing this stuff. So it could be many different things here from different people, but what I'm seeing here is you're actually managing to overcome this energy. Maybe you're using YouTube readings. Maybe they've given you a bit of strength and guidance that you've needed. And keep doing that if that's the case, but don't overdo it, of course. You don't want to be using the readings too much. You want to also, lean on yourself and rely on your own wisdom, or wisdom gained in that reading. Like, instead of getting more validation or readings, then just use what was already given and let that be absorbed, embody the wisdom that was passed on through a message from Spirit. In your current energy, looking into the week ahead, we've got the King and the Queen of Swords here together. So you and another person, highly likely, this could be your partner, could be a business partner, could be also like an authority or an organization, someone you're dealing with here. These people are making big plans, I do feel. the King and Queen of Swords. We've got the Ace of Swords after it. We've got the World here as well. So there's a lot of talk about the future. There's a lot of talk about where things currently stand, and there's a need for a real careful planning here. So these two people, it's like budget planning if you want to go on an overseas trip, or like, that's such a small example for what this could be. This is about getting out of the emotions and into the logical planning of something. So there's a lot of honest communication between you and another person at this time. This could be somebody who's helping you. It could be like an organization. It could be legal support. It could be anything. But it's all about a cycle that's going to come to a close. And where do we go from there? Are you planning to relocate overseas? Are you planning to start a new study in the new year? There's a lot of talk around what needs to be done, and some of the conversation is uncomfortable. I do feel like that. When I saw the Ace of Swords come out, it flipped in such a way I almost thought it might be reversed. And so there's not a lot of clarity around the situation yet. There's still a lot to be talked and hashed out around all of this. There's still work to be done. I think there's still conversations needed to get on the same page as well, because I feel like there are some differences between what you're expecting or planning in this sense, and without that honesty, it could cause disruption later. So there's a need to really have hard conversations or create clarity in communication with someone this week. At the end of the week, we have the Four of Swords, Death, and the Two of Cups. For some of you, it might be necessary for you to just take a little time out to rest, a little time out to think things through. There's the cobwebs here that need to be swept away as well. So there is a bit of healing that's needed right now, a little softness, a little rest. So take it where you can get it. You've got Death and the Two of Cups here as well. So I think it's from what I'm seeing here is a conversation that really maybe causes emotions to be running high, or it may even trigger some anxieties, but it's a necessary conversation. It's clearing the way, and it's so that you can connect deeper, and so that you can really be on the same page. There's companionship here in this message here. So it doesn't have to be like your partner, intimate partner. It can be any type of relationship that you're really needing to get on the same page and understand what we're doing, working together, moving ahead here. Death does show that there is a big change. For some of you, this could also be like working out things in divorce court. You know, you could be consciously uncoupling with somebody, you know, or like, what are the logistics moving ahead? What do we do about the kids? What do we do about this and that and the other? There's a lot that this could be about. But it's exhausting to stay in this situation. You're both needing some self-love, and not everyone, this is like a separation, like general reading, take what resonates. But I do see here, like, for some of you, this is if it is about a separation, it's more now about letting your life transform so that you can, you know, come into companionship and connection with something more balanced and equal and fair for you, something that's on the same page as you. And for others of you, this is a relationship where you're working out the logistics as you move ahead together. You can see there's more companionship and compassion and connection to come in this connection here with the Two of Cups. Like, for some of you, this is about time alone before you find this person. And like I said, take out resonates. I do feel like a bit of you time is needed though, a little bit of just check in with yourself, you know, be there for you, do good things for you, exercise, relax, stress less, stop overthinking, and harsh criticism of self is needed here. In the area of challenge, we have the Eight of Pentacles, the Hierophant, the Nine of Swords. Some of you may be stressed out about work, stressed out about the place you work in, or even getting work if you don't have work right now. Some of you are like wanting to secure work in a particular place or for a particular reason, because the Hierophant can be about the society we conform to, organizations, business structures, things like that. So there's something you're maybe wanting to achieve. Maybe you're wanting to work towards becoming a teacher, or there's something you are definitely overthinking and stressing about, feeling like you're not going to get something that you want in this situation, but that's not the case. It could also be that it's something else that's like, you may be stressed, like I need to secure this, I need to make this happen, but it's actually you're needing to go in a different direction entirely. That could be what's going on here, and that's, you know, and there's uncertainty around it. There's a lot of directional uncertainty in this reading. I just keep, and every time I split the deck, I get the Fool. So there is a need to take a leap of faith in a new direction, one you did not expect. And you may be feeling pushed to the cliff edge, right? Really pushed to make, like, it's the reason you take that leap of faith is because, well, maybe there's no more choice left. And that's okay. Whatever it is supposed to be. Now, what will help with this challenge? We have the Six of Cups, the Ten of Cups, the King of Wands. So for right now, spending time with family, making beautiful memories, enjoying your children if you're a parent, enjoying your parents if you're a child, and just right now it's like filling your cup with these beautiful happy moments that are around you, but also through doing that, letting that empower you to be guided by spirit and to open your horizons to something bigger and different for yourself. King of Wands here, he's got a world map. There's a lot here around sort of travel or a greater expansion upon your world. There's something, yeah, and it's like, it feels like a journey you're going to have to surrender to. But just enjoy these happy moments and making memories right now and fulfilling yourself with the beautiful people that are around you or your pets. Ten of Cups is the ultimate happiness energy. Six of Cups can sometimes be about reviewing things from the past, or this can also be about your inner child, nurturing the inner child. Maybe it's something from the past that helps you move forward in the future. There's a lot of energy around family dynamics, and just enjoying those memories and moments, enjoying what is here with you now. Is there something else? I feel like it's something else. We have romance, the Knight of Cups, maybe enjoying some sweet romance. We do have a couple here having a picnic together with their family. So yeah, for some of you, it's just enjoy the sweetness that's around you instead of over planning and thinking and being all in your mind and constantly, maybe even in a bit of survival mode. Come back into the present and enjoy the beautiful little things this week wherever you can. So I'm just going to pull this card. It feels like timing. Negative thinking, unfounded negative thoughts are very worth being aware of. Maybe you're stressed about debt. Maybe, oh, they actually all say debt. Maybe financial stress is a big factor for you right now. But what do I want to say but for? But everything's going to work out just fine. Seven of Wands, Six of Wands. As much as you're stressed and feeling pushed into a corner, things are actually going to work out for you. There's going to be a Wheel of Fortune, a turn in the wheel, leaving you to take a new path and embrace a new opportunity. One perhaps you did not see. So what's in the area of what you don't see coming? We have a new passion, new adventure, new creativity. We have the Magician, the Ace of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, and Two of Swords. So all of this, look at this. This is very empowered energy. There's like, I'm getting the message of like, start small, start today, just start. Like, so do what you can with what you've got, right? Instead of, I don't know, reaching for something beyond your immediate capacity or your immediate reality. Embrace what's here with you right now, because even though you can't fully see where you're headed or where a new beginning may take you, you can trust your sense of things and hit the mark. You know, blindfolded, she still hits the target. So you're not going to miss your bus stop. You can trust that you are a manifester and you're able to attract and create opportunities at any given moment with the resources that are currently with you. There is a new beginning here financially. For some of you, this is like a new job or a new creative project or something that helps you get started in a new beginning. And it doesn't make sense at times or at the beginning. It may not make sense, but that's why the Two of Swords is here asking you to just have peace over the matter and not overthink things. This is not something you're going to logically be able to fully plan for. And it makes sense why we've got all this logical planning and communication here in this week, but it's still going to have to play out. It's still this sense of unknown. In the area of outcome, we have Judgment, the Two of Wands, and the Chariot. And both the Two of Wands and Chariot are very crossroads in this imagery. So you're just going to have to allow yourself to be moved by spirit with the way things are unfolding for you right now. There is encouragement to take a different path than the one you thought you would take. There is encouragement to look at the world from a different perspective, or to see that there's actually more opportunity, like the world is in your hands. There's more, you've got more power and opportunity in this situation than you think. I think limited thinking is not serving you right now, but that's all right. You're being gently guided to surrender that and to be open and to be moved and guided. So the Judgment card, as we know, is often about awareness and awakening and expansion of our understanding of the situation and that sense of being called on a certain path. So the outcome is that you are called in a different direction. Maybe literally moving overseas could be the case, moving away from where you currently live, or moving away from your current work role, or the organizational business you work for, or something like this is a change in the wind. I think music is very important for you right now, listening to healing sounds, or maybe you are a musician, but embracing music is going to be really, really good for you this week or at this time. So definitely embrace that where you can. But get ready for an adventure, because there's definitely some changes to come. There's some changes to come. And as much as you try to prepare for it, which is great, good idea, there's a need to be open to even more change that you don't expect. Sorry, hiccups. We'll get into the pendulum in a moment if you have a question, but let's start with the oracle cards. We have Secret Spring with Success. And when I first held this card, I felt with the wings, the way her wings are a little bit distorted in the image, it makes me feel like there's been like a flurry of energy behind you, or maybe in your mind, like just an excess of energy that needs to be just grounded or calmed down a little bit. Overexcitement, overexertion, or just like a little chaos maybe. But this card says success is flowing into your life. Vitality and a glowing youthful renewal of your body are occurring. Now is the time to take action in support of your dreams. There is no need to struggle. The universe has your back. I'm just being guided, my eyes over here. It says all things are possible. The more you honor and celebrate the success you already have, the more success pours into your life. And the more you feel it, the more love, prosperity, fame, and fortune you will have. Act as if and feel as if you are wildly successful, and even more success will develop. Accept that you're already thriving, because you are. And the more victories will emerge. If a situation seems to knock you down, get up and take a moment to explore what you've learned, and then keep going. There's definitely been something knocking you about lately. In Celtic tradition, secret springs were magical. Water was the source of life, and in their legends, mystical beings would emerge out of the springs and later return through them. Fairy queens and mythic heroes were said to have emerged from the springs, and these sacred well springs were a place to commune with the divine. Good fortune blessed those who honored the spirit of the secret spring. Little time in nature wouldn't go astray, hey? We have the card with deer, healing with deer and oat. Rest and recharge, moderation and mindfulness are key as you recover from trauma or a period of intense exertion. So you're definitely needing to give yourself that little downtime to recalibrate. We have strength, dignified strength here. And this is a card of emphasizing that you are going to be in the right place at the right time. Let's have a look at what is standing out to me here. I'm seeing the words "your voice matters," and I'm seeing a lot of conversation here as well. So don't be afraid to really speak about what it is you need in this situation, or your truth in this conversation that's coming up for you. It's going to be important that you are very honest for some reason. And I think the person you're being honest with needs you to be honest, so that you can be on the same page, so that everyone benefits. I feel like if you are holding part of your truth back because you're worried how someone might take it, it's worth being mindful around that not being a good idea. You're in your element at the right place at the right time. Dodge obstacles and look for opportunities just beginning to emerge. Have faith in yourself. You have what it takes, even if you don't know it yet. It's up to you to tap into your potential and find the resources within. Magician and what you don't see coming. Although there's a lot of new beginning energy, freshness, uncertainty, and self-doubt I'm getting from this area, you're going to have to do it anyway. You know, whatever it is, you have to push forward anyway. And you're going to have to trust. It feels quite important. I'll leave that there. I feel we're going to the next card, which is Harvest, determination and hard work. We saw Empress on the bottom of the deck when we looked before, so it's definitely about abundance and reaping rewards and good things coming. Harvest time means hard work. It's time to reap the results of sowing and tending, and that usually means a lot of effort concentrated in a short period of time. This time can be as exhausting as when you sowed your seeds, but it's a necessary part of the successful growing season. Sometimes you might think it's all about sitting back and enjoying the fruits of your labor. It's important to appreciate your success, but don't lose your way. The Harvest card directs you to collect your bounty, to recognize your blessings, and to not stop working too early. You're almost there, but you still have things to see through. Work to recoup the energy you previously invested. I feel like that came in my story when I did a mini pick a card in the Instagram story the other day. It might have been another deck though that has a similar message. Anyway, yeah, definitely a time to keep going with things, not fully hanging up the hat yet. And then that's clear here, you're kind of in the middle of something, so there's still more to be done. So in your self-care prompts, hydrate, very important, good quality water, hydrate enough at this time, but take care of yourself, you'll feel so much better. You have exercise, so make sure you are drinking plenty of water when you are exercising, but exercising would be fantastic for you. You'll start to feel stronger within yourself, more grounded, more capable. I mean, who is like going through a dark time, starts working out and has anything negative to say about it? They're the type of people that are always raving like how amazing it is for them, and they don't know how they would have got through it if they didn't have their workout routine or whatever that is. It does so much for you. Every contraction of the muscles secretes what they call the hope molecule into the bloodstream, feeling capable, feeling empowered, feeling amazing. So if exercise is not something you're comfortable with or doing very regularly, I recommend getting a little uncomfortable, getting a little sweaty, and reaping those rewards, feeling really good. With negative thinking, it will help with that massively, massively. I also feel like it's quite a manifestation technique when we respect and utilize and emphasize and enhance the godly given physical resource of the body. Then the resources that are then attracted to us that we can utilize, enhance our life, will double. Opportunities come in. It may seem counterintuitive. How are those two things connected? But everything is connected. We have forgiveness is for you. Forgive others and yourself because your soul deserves peace. Go a little easy on yourself right now. Go a little easy on others. Then some quality time, 2 beautiful things to do for yourself this week. One would be to play, maybe go to the beach, a bit of playtime with the kids, with your pets, with yourself, and then watching a movie, maybe a family movie together, or just something you want to watch, maybe a little date to the cinema by yourself, or a comfy movie at home, cuddle the cat, cuddle your loved ones. But watching a movie and a bit of playtime is needed, exercise is needed, hydration is needed, and a pendulum question is needed. So let's have a look, group 2, at your pendulum question. Pause the video if you need more time. Let's have a look at what group 2's yes is going to be. Yep. I just feel a little weakness or a little tiredness, so that's a factor worth considering. Maybe you're feeling just a little tired or weak. And then can I see what the no is going to look like? Thank you very much, very clear. Okay, so the answer for group 2's question. And that is a yes. And there's encouragement behind that for some reason. You're encouraged. I feel like something pushing you from behind to go in a certain direction when I was feeling that there. So that's what that is. Okay, group 2, that is what I have for you in this reading. Hopefully it gave you some sort of comfort, clarity, or guidance. Don't forget to enter into my reading giveaway over on Facebook. It's a pinned post at the top of the Tarot with Amber Facebook page. Just write a little comment in the comment section and you will be in to win a free hour reading. I'm going to be doing the announcement of that reading on a live on YouTube. I'm not sure when, somewhere around New Year's, I think, whenever I catch a free moment and a bit of silence in the home, being school holidays. And it'll be fun just do maybe a couple of readings for some people, or just sit and have a chat before I do the announcement. So I'm looking forward to that. I've actually never done a live before, so I'm like, no, if I say I'm gonna do it, then I have to. So yep, gonna have to do it. Yeah, so what else did I need to say to you, group 2? I think that's about it right now. Bookings are filled up for December. If I open an extra spot, I will let you know, but it's highly unlikely at this stage. I'll be opening up the new year, probably closer into the new year, January spots. But right now, just getting through all the events of Christmas, friends' wedding, birthdays, all those things that are happening. So it's a busy time. I hope you all have a wonderful week, and I look forward to seeing you all next Monday. Bye, group 2. Hey, group 3. Welcome to your reading. If you have chosen the beautiful heart-shaped amethyst, then this one is for you. It's a beautiful gift from one of my friends at my college. Such a sweet gift. It actually came with this beautiful selenite cloud-shaped bowl. I feel spoiled. Anyway, I don't know why I'm sharing that. I'm just grateful. Maybe it's a time of giving and receiving gifts for you. It is Christmas. But yeah, the psychic stone is the amethyst, and we've actually got the card here as well, Awaken the Witch. Awaken your dormant potential, unlock your inner witch. So definitely tapping into your psychic abilities. I can see that you've probably had or will be having a massive increase in downloads and psychic messages, intuition and guidance. It's really, really strong right now. I'm feeling it in myself, and I'm seeing it in my friends, and I'm seeing it in your reading. So group 3, let's have a look here. What we have, we've got Libra, Cancer, Pisces, Virgo, all here in your reading. Leo as well. So those are energies you're dealing with. It could be yourself or someone else. But yeah, that's kind of all of them. Yes, so let's jump into the past energy. We've also got a pendulum question. If you'd like to have a think about that at the end, you'll get to ask. But in the past, for my group 3s, we have the 7 of Wands, Judgment, 8 of Cups. Look at this. Ugh, what did I hear when it came out? I think I heard was it something's got to give? I think, or did I hear that somewhere else? I know that was a line I heard during the pulling of these cards. I did specifically heard something when these came out, and I kind of feel like like this feeling of, you know what, fine then, or just like you're done with something. You're so done with something, and it's like you've constantly been vilified or accused or attacked or misunderstood or whatever this exhausting BS is, that you had to work quite hard to believe in yourself, stick to your guns, liberate. You know, this could be about people that don't understand you, you know, or don't agree with you, but these people are likely closed-minded, you know, or just then they don't need to understand you, I guess it comes down to, but it's very uncomfortable. This could be, especially if it's family, you know, not being understood or accepted by family can be a really big challenge to overcome and carry scars for a lifetime from. But it may not even be family. It could be anything. You know, you could have been accused of something in the workplace, and it's got you to the point where you're like, you know what, I actually feel like I've got to be somewhere else. I've got to go. I can't stick around here anymore. There's something better for me. I don't deserve this, you know? And that's what I feel when I look at this as well. You don't deserve whatever has been happening here. And it's like something's got to give, so off you go. Or, you know, there's this real pull in a new direction, and it's a better option for you to move on. 8 of Cups is in your immediate energy because you're done. I'm just here to done, son. You're over it. 8 of Cups is often when we have really tried everything we can to make something work. We've given it our all, and it's just drained you. You still have enough to take with you. You've got wisdom. You've got like some sort of bounty in a sense from the situation to take with you. And that bounty may very well just be your self-worth, you know, what you know you deserve, taking that and leaving. Current energy you see yourself in is the Nine of Pentacles. And I love this because your first oracle card is actually Spirit Guardian of Summer with expansion. And look at the trees. They're matching. It's like the perfect matching fruit. And that's what you've got in your world right now. There is expansion. There is opportunity around you. The things that you've done, you can see the results of your hard work from maybe this year, maybe this week, maybe this month, however long it's been. You can start to really see that what you have around you is yours to enjoy. And so you should take it. You really should. Actually, I want to go straight into this card. I wasn't going to, but let's do it. All right. We'll just probably, oh, here we go. Vitality, health, success, abundance, healing, and passion are expanding in your life. However, you can't sit back and wait for it to happen. The energy of summer is the energy of working with passion in the direction of your dreams. Give it everything you've got and an immense reward will follow. Do not sit on the sidelines. Work hard, play hard. Your labor will pay off. If you hold back and repress what you feel during this time, you will become drained and your spirit will wane. This is not the time to take care of everyone else. And see that here too. It's like you're off on your own terms. Then that's a good thing. Where am I up to? Everyone else. This is the time to step forward with passion and delight. You'll be glad that you did. The most earth energy is available to us during the summer season. It is when we access the greatest amount of sunlight and spiritual light. So that is the power of the sun can pour into our hearts. And it doesn't matter if you are in the northern hemisphere experiencing winter, you can still embrace this energy. Work with passion, don't hold back, take positive steps in the direction of your dreams now in order to reap the harvest later. Your hard work will result in abundance, bounty, and beauty. Celebrate, enjoy the fruits of your labor, and that's where you land right now. So if you've left behind some chaos, some heaviness, just leave it behind and enjoy what you have, what you've done, what you've created. There's more to come with your creativity and expression with the Page of Cups. This is also about friendship. I feel like good time with a good friend is on the horizon here, like maybe just catching up for a brunch or a cuppa would be beautiful, very fulfilling, or looking at new connections or finding friendships, finding friends in similar creative pursuits or opportunities of expression where you can come together with other people. I think it would be really good for you to bond with friends or make new friends at this time if you're open to that. We do have the Hermit in your week ahead too though, so there's like a healthy balance between compassionate, understanding friendships and supportive friendships and then supporting yourself. But at the end of the day, you're the one making the choices for you. You can have inputs and ideas and have friends that are sounding boards, and it's fantastic to have that support, but at the end of the day, you're the one making this choice for yourself, whatever this choice is. And I do feel like you're in the process of making big choices, or at least a big choice that may be yet to come. Like you're preparing yourself for something you're yet to do, or make something you're going to choose. For some of you, there is like a person who I think wants to apologize to you, and you might not really want to hear about it right now. That could be the case for some of you, and that's all right. Whatever you feel, do what you feel. I don't want to tell you what to do. I think compassion and forgiveness is a wonderful thing, but sometimes we're not ready for that, and that's okay. If that is you, you will be ready in time. But if you have the capacity, by all means, I feel like you have a more broad perception. If this is messages for you, you have a more broad perception of the situation, in that the person that's apologizing still doesn't quite understand what went wrong or what they're even apologizing for. They think they do, but they don't. And that's kind of okay too, because if you don't know, you don't know, you know, and you can't blame people for not knowing, right? There's something around that there for someone. But do just, you know, follow your own, march to the beat of your own drum. This is a time for you to be creatively expressive with your life, with yourself, with the way you dress every day. I feel like maybe a bit of a change might be happening there as well. Your appearance, your style, you might be looking at just new ways of expressing yourself, your hair, your dress, the art that you engage in. Maybe you're looking at exploring new mediums of art. I love the Page of Cups. It's a real artist card. It's so full of colourful expression that can go anywhere. It can also be the beginning of a new hobby, like exploring something new. learning a new instrument, that sort of thing. Bit of time out on your own just to enjoy the bounty that life has to offer when we can learn a new instrument, you know, isn't that a blessing? We have the Ace of Wands in your week ahead as well, so there's lots of creativity here. Lots of energy of expansion, trying new things. I feel like music is a big one for some of you. We've even got the music card. Music can heal wounds that medicine cannot touch. So maybe it's about creating new music to share with the world. Maybe you are a musician and you haven't really been sharing very much of that. Maybe whatever's been going on has sort of stifled you a bit and you've been too heavy to find the space, but you're getting the freedom, you're getting the time on your own now to really be creative and expressive. So enjoy it and make the most out of it. Rest where you need to, spend time on your own where you need to. There is still a situation here that is troubling you. We have the World, the Hanged Man, the Nine of Wands. It's stressful. You're wanting an end to this situation. What is going to help you is perceiving it differently. More compassion, a broader perspective. Get out of the devil in the details, you know, get out of like feeling like a victim or any victim stories you may associate yourself to a situation. Like the way, if someone's done something, don't make it mean anything about you. Like there's this sort of energy in this. I don't know, you'll know what this is. It's a bit of a like a wake up from spirit to help you. It's a slap with love. It's not even a slap, you know. It's like, yeah, I do feel like there's a lot of encouragement for you to shift your perception on a situation so that it doesn't drain you anymore. It doesn't need to. There's something about this battle that feels unnecessary. You've got the card Confrontation with opposition here as well, and Vesta with half. So some of you, this could be arguments in the home space or around a home or around the family, the centerpiece, you know, it's this feeling. But you have got what it takes to set yourself free, and it's in a matter of perceiving it differently and doing something different for yourself. There is a cycle ending here, but it feels like it's like still, I'm hearing a fight. You may feel like you're pushing something uphill, you know. There's like a feeling that there's still this complexity, but you're needing a break from that, to pull back from that, see it differently, ground yourself, be creative, have fun, lighten the load a little bit. It is the end of the year. In the area of challenge, we've got the Two of Pentacles and the Four of Pentacles. Some of you, financial strain may be a challenge for you right now, or people wanting more from you than you can give them or is necessary to give them. You may have people with their hand out or expectations of you at this time. You may be also juggling your responsibilities with your own personal needs and the need to like lessen the load. While we do have the card of continuing to work, summer being a time of expansion and getting things done, I feel like this is on your own terms and not for someone else. So if you are doing things for other people, consider lightening the load in whatever way you can, because if you're adding anything to the load right now, you're at capacity. It's not possible. It would end up ruining other things. So be very mindful of the things you take on, and yes, conserving your energy where you can, saving your money, saving your energy, protecting yourself, not letting everyone in or to know where you're at, what you've got, what you're doing, things like that, just while things get a little more balanced for you, because it does feel maybe some of you are like a little bit keeping your head above the water and just like treading water feeling with the situation. What will help with this challenge? Baby steps. Baby steps, Knight of Pentacles, nice and slow and steady. Three of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles. So baby steps working towards abundance here. There's a lot of abundance, but you're not going to get there on your own. That's much is clear. You can take the first few steps on your own, but it's going to lead you to collaboration and other people and to value their contribution. I do feel a lot of independence in this group, and I feel like as much as that is a wonderful thing, Nine of Pentacles, wonderful thing. I really, yeah, I resonate, you know, Hermit, I resonate. I really do. But there's some things on the path ahead that is going to be beneficial that you get from other people. Their experiences, their different cultural knowledge, whatever this is, there's a need to collaborate here. And that is going to help you bring financial success. For some of you, this could be a legal matter, you know, and it could be like the what do they call it, when someone's working out the will, you know, and making sure everyone gets their equal fair share, and like it can be so many things pertaining to finances and working with people, other people being involved in a financial situation. But slow, steady baby steps, and also having consideration for everyone else's unique position, because everyone is valuable in this situation. Everyone is, there's equality here. There needs to be. It needs to be respected. Each person needs to be valued for their unique standpoint in this situation. Whether it's what they're offering or what they're taking, it needs to be considered in a matter of equity rather than balance, if that makes sense. Hope that makes sense. Underlying energy of this reading is actually the sun. We've got the Fool, we've got strength, we've got some good stuff here. This is beautiful, and I love to see that sun on the bottom deck with the summer card as well. There's a lot of expansion coming. There's a new beginning here, a leap of faith with the Fool card, something new for you. There's a lot to be learned yet though. Some of you might be coming into becoming a student again or something. Maybe in the new year you're planning on taking a new course of study to be able to expand in that way. And it's going to be really beneficial. If you are considering that, please follow through. In the area of what you don't see coming, we have the Five of Swords, the High Priestess, the Chariot, and the Page of Pentacles. So some of you feel like you're dealing with a little jealousy. Someone you might be dealing with is a little competitive, or maybe that's within yourself and it's just something you didn't expect. But it's fine. I don't know, for some reason, whatever. I'm getting a real energy of if anyone's coming your way with their whatever bullshit, right? There's a real sense of just not giving a, in all of these cards, I feel like you're just so sick of that type of energy or seeing that pattern repeat or having to deal with any of that when it's the moment it rears its head, you're just like, no, just no, no, I'm not engaging. I'm moving on, moving away. It's not for me. I'm done with it. You can chase your tail somewhere else, say that to them. But you have got some big decisions to make here. Lots of intuitive downloads with the High Priestess and what you don't see coming. A lot of insight around this situation. But this is a situation when we see the Five of Swords, it can often be a bit of a battlefield that nobody really wins. It's a hollow victory card. So no matter that situation, trust that there is a blessing in disguise. There is it's to lead you where you're supposed to be. There's destiny unfolding. It may not all make sense at the start, but it will eventually. And it's to take you where? Into a place of confidence where you get to choose where you head next. Travel may be on the cards for you. There's movement here. There's a new direction. There's a choice that needs to be made. And I feel like your hand is probably going to be pushed by this scenario, but you can trust that it's actually spirit pushing you, not whatever their issue is, whatever the problem is that comes up, it's actually greater than that. So surrender to that greater picture and trust that the cycles that are ending or where you're being moved or even the resistance you get from others is happening for a good reason. And the reason is beyond their reason, In the area of outcome, we have the Four of Swords, the Ace of Swords, Two of Wands. It's from pulling back and thinking about, look at the cobwebs and things here. Like there's a lot of old energy still ruminating over or thinking about old conversations that were had, things that need to be cleared away, old beliefs that don't serve you, old pains, fears, paranoia even for some. There's situations, thoughts and feelings that really that need to be, I think, released a little bit, cleared away, meditated on, so that you can get to this point of clarity and where you're headed next. Two of Wands, right? You're about to make a big choice to go in a different direction, to change things up. There's a crossroads here in your outcome. And you're happy with that though. It's like, I realize what I need to do now. There's moments coming that comes from a rest, that comes from meditation. You even got the card rest here as well in your quality time. So do get that rest that's needed because it'll help you process things and get clear on what's coming. Clarity is on the way. That is for sure. But it's needed, and a little bit of break time is needed, but at the same time we've got these messages about not fully stopping. So know where it is you're needing the energy of rest and break and replenishment, but then know where it is you still need to apply yourself as well. And I think you can do that. So in your oracles, as we continue, also I don't know if I mentioned we have a pendulum for you, we'll do shortly. But in your oracles we have the antelope and wheat with nourishment. And it says here, you are feeling fulfilled, nourished and secure. Celebrate your good fortune by sharing it with others in need. Invest in your community and ensure that you are supported in leaner times. It's definitely a good time to nourish yourself. And like we saw in the Three of Pentacles, nourish the people you work with as well. Respect their individual standpoints, their perceptions, their contribution, because it's all valuable. There's something here about valuing what other people have to say. You know, even if you don't agree, from a different part of the world or different perception, it's still worth being open to consider and value other perspectives or approaches or whatever it may be. Opposition, we saw that already. You may be dealing with a little bit of conflict at the moment with family or within the home or something like this. But the half is the center of the home. Let's have a look at what stands out in the book. The challenge is standing out to me, so I'll read that. Vesta warns you to share yourself rather than to sacrifice yourself. Your hard work at holding the situation together may be ignored or taken for granted unless you know your worth. And I see you walking away with your worth here. The gift of this card is to find the temple within, a place of quiet safety where you can tend the fire and carry this sacred temple with you always. Evaluate yourself and your life. Each human's task is to help reduce the total suffering on earth and to increase the total joy. Your joy and suffering matter as much, neither more nor less, than anyone else's. Do not burn yourself up for another's cause, nor withhold your warmth, but share what you have to offer. This is not a situation where you need to take sides. Come back to the center, to the flame of your hearth, to the core of your values. Focus on that center flame instead of the personalities involved. That's what I'm saying as well. Like, whatever this is, don't make it mean something about you or about them. Like, go broader. Remember what matters. Find the deep calm within. Light a candle with a prayer and use it to bring your focus to the center and let the rest fall away. Then decide, advise, and operate from there. Come home to center. We have the card Basil with prosperity, luck, and love. Basil card tells you that the time is right for something that you may have been hesitant about in the past. It's time for planning and preparing is the time for planning and preparing is over. Go forth with confidence. It's an auspicious time. This is a great moment to indulge in love or to take a risk. Basil has your back and luck is on your side. The reflection of this card, have you been scared to take a leap or a risk that may pay off greatly? You're on the precipice of this. You're doing it. It's happening already. It's probably already started before this reading comes to you. We saw rest. That was an important one. We also have draw. Drawing, creative expression. We've got a lot of artist energy in this reading, so all of your creativity, the Ace of Wands as well. Anything that wants to be expressed. Is it music? Is it art? Is it dance? What is it? Enjoy it, indulge. Indulge in these practices. Awaken the inner witch. Then we have solar plexus chakra as well. That's your personal energy center. It's your personal power. I think it's the only option in this deck is that it's out of balance. So maybe you've been giving your power away or you're feeling like you're not in control, but you are. And I think that's what a lot of this advice is leading you towards, coming back to the hearth, back to the center, back to the solar plexus, right? Maybe a meditation on the solar plexus would be really nice for you as well. So group 3, let's have a look at the pendulum for you. Can I see what group 3's group 3's yes is going to look like? Group 3's yes. Okay. And group 3's no. What's that's going to look like? Yeah, very good. Going straight to a no. Love that. Okay, so then the answer for group 3's question. I'm getting a yes, but I also feel like it's dependent on something. There's like it's a yes, but I felt at the beginning of the yes, this has to happen first, or this has to be moved first. Like there was this feeling of like one minor little adjustment and yes, if that makes sense. So that is the pendulum for group 3. So group 3, what am I talking about now? December bookings. If you'd like a private reading, we are booked up for December, but I will let you know if any extra spots get opened up. Otherwise, it'll happen in the new year. And also, don't forget to check over on the Facebook Tarot with Amber page to enter into a reading giveaway I do every year at this time of year. And I'll do the announcement of who wins that on a live. So I'll also share that on YouTube whenever I've decided when I'll get the time to do that. And we'll sit down and have a little chat together, maybe pull some cards and finish out the year with just a little time together. And then offering up a free reading for somebody. Very exciting. I've never done a live before, and I keep saying I'm going to my friends or people in my world, and then I just chicken out. But it's fine, I'll do it. I can handle it. It'll be fine. What else do I want to tell you, group 3? I feel like there's something I'm missing. Maybe not. Yeah, I think that's all. Well, hopefully this reading gave you some sort of comfort, clarity, or guidance as always, and I look forward to reading for you all again next week. Bye, group 3.